good? Welcome to the Nazareth Superspeedway Series recruitment race number 3, brought to you by 213somewhere.com. And tonight we go to one of the biggest, baddest tracks in the country, Talladega Superspeedway. A track so mean, so tough, that when it was built, all the drivers in NASCAR said, no, we're all going to die here. We can't race here. And what did we find out? Well, they could and they can, and we're going to tonight. And it's my pleasure right now to bring in my broadcast partner, Adam Newbert. And Adam, Talladega, what do we expect tonight? We saw a lot of carnage last week, and we got a few less drivers tonight. What do you think we're going to see tonight from these guys?
You're absolutely right, 100% about everything you said about Talladega, Michael. In fact, what driver was it at Talladega back in the day that stopped on the racetrack, claimed that he heard voices in his head, got out of the car and said he wasn't going to drive it? What driver was that, Michael?
That one, I don't know if I've heard that story. Sure I have, and I cannot recall the guy's name at this moment. Do you know what it is?
Well, we may have to do some research and come back to this a little bit later on in the broadcast. But nonetheless, what do we expect from these drivers tonight? I think we're going to have a lot of high-speed, fast action on the track tonight. The high banks of Talladega offer some great opportunity for three-wide racing. I think there's going to be a lot of three-wide moves, and I think there's going to be a lot of people fighting for that lead all race long.
Well, I think so too. I mean, of course, the next-gen cars, they're a bit of a misnomer for what I know. I know the bumpers don't quite match. I don't know how good you can push. And unlike what we saw last week at Daytona, there is a definite third line here. And from what I'm seeing, it looks like about 19 guys, 20 guys somewhere taking the track. Should be plenty of room for them to race hard. We're seeing a little wrecking right even here. These are tough to handle. The speed is big, and we know the push is going to be huge, right?
Absolutely. So, going to be a lot of pushing, and probably might want to watch out for people trying to block that push too, trying to block that run and hold the lead up front. That'll be a big danger spot, I think, for these drivers to watch out for.
Yeah, well, we know with these diffusers they've put on these cars, they're supposed to be able to suck up a little better, keeps a little more downforce on the front. So I don't know exactly how they're supposed to suck up better, but they're supposed to. So that's what I'm looking forward to tonight. We're about a minute 30 away from qualifying here. I don't know. I did not see if it was open qualifying or not. Did you see that, Adam?
I'm not exactly sure about that. I don't think so.
All right, so we should be looking at speeds in the range of around 175, probably 53-second laps. You see a lot of guys putting the push out here. As we've said, you're talking about guys hearing voices. We run a lot of these races. These get long, they get tedious, they get nerve-wracking, and 60 laps at Talladega will test your nerves before the night's over.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. It's going to have people getting impatient. It's going to have people's tempers on short fuses at the end of the race, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's the first thing you want to look for, the tempers. You'll see guys not trying to be upset, trying to side draft, do what they think, and they just get caught up. It's a lot of times it's a matter of luck. And I'm going to say for many of these drivers, it'll be a matter of luck. We'll see a few more coming into session now. Looks like we're going to have a really good field. Of course, with these recruitment races, what I like to see is who sticks with it, who finishes what they started, who can hold a line, of course. And then for these guys, what's interesting for me tonight, 80% fuel, or 75, I think I saw. That's going to cut them down. They're going to have to get a green flag stop if we go green. We got 60 laps of racing. Stages are shorter. And I think it's going to get turned up real early tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And the fact that it's a recruitment race, everybody wants to prove themselves too. It's definitely going to be drivers racing with a lot of pride.
Yeah, I feel the same way. A lot of these guys, of course, we say this every time we do a recruitment race, they don't know for sure who they are racing against. they're just trying to prove themselves in the middle in here. We'll see what's going on with that momentarily, and hopefully we can get everything brought back up here pretty quick.
Yeah, I believe we are starting to qualify here at Talladega. Driver's got 2 laps to go and try to set down the fastest time to see if they can get the pole award.
And the first one we're going to be seeing, can't quite tell. For those at home that don't know, we want to say we're high above the OV Hill Tower, but we've got the number 6 Budweiser truck. I'm reporting to you live tonight from the cab of my semi-truck. So bear with me, folks. I'm doing the best I can to see what I can find here on the track. But we'll see the number 6 car as normal. Most guys will take that first lap, go high, try to build as much momentum as they can, and then hold the wheel as steady as possible on their Q attempt. So we'll see what these guys do. I'm expecting somewhere in the 53.5, 54 second maybe.
Yeah, we're watching the 6 of Brent Murphy in that Budweiser Chevrolet. He's going to come and get it. I think it's green flag lap right here. So, yeah, it's going to be very curious. I'm not really sure, looking at the practice times because everybody was in the draft, not really sure what the single car lap times were. I think around the high 53s.
Yeah, that's something I would about expect. About 53, somewhere I'm going to guess in the neighborhood of 176, 177 by themselves. These are new to me. I don't race them a lot. The next gen, I love looking at them. I love the looks. I love everything. I just want to see how we can push and how stable they seem to be in the draft. So we'll see what he gets to put up on his first lap here.
Absolutely. He's coming off the turn at 178 miles per hour down the front stretch through the tri-oval. Be real curious to see what kind of lap he gets right here. We got some guys setting down fast laps now. He's going to run a 53.64. He's going to hop up to second there on the leaderboard. And he's going to call it quits. He calls it quits on the first lap.
Yeah, I think you'll see a lot of guys do that. I don't know if you can improve. Once you drop down, you're not going to improve on your second lap, I don't think. You'll see the 40 car on track now. And like I said, I apologize. I don't know a lot of people's names. Adam has done a great job of researching. I've been on the road all day, so he'll have to keep me informed on who we are looking at the present time.
Absolutely. We got the 40 of Ethan Wilson here.
Ethan Wilson, number 40 car, looking great. Holding a real steady line down on the bottom. It looks like this is going to be a pretty good lap, I would assume. He really held it well to the bottom right there. We'll see if he cuts it down all the way. And, of course, Talladega different than Daytona because he got the start-finish line way down here by turn 1. See where he turns in. Not seeing it on my screen.
Going to go at the P5 with the 53.63. James Slick is currently in the original pole spot with a 53.61.
53.61, that's what we're all shooting for right now. There's a beautiful paint schemes out here. See a little drift off the corner there. It doesn't look like much here in the 314 car. Doesn't look like much. But that does add up, does it not, Adam? I mean, that little bitty bit of wheel movement, it will make a difference in your qualifying lap.
Absolutely, especially here on the plate tracks when really the science behind making a fast lap here is just keeping your wheel as smooth as possible, not trying to scrub off any speed.
100%. Smooth as you can possibly be. That little bit of 2-3 foot movement in the corner, it will come back to bite you on your Q lap. Of course, we know qualifying doesn't matter as much here. You can move from back to the front if you use the draft well. Through the tri-oval, holding a real good line. Like the line right there. We'll see if that little bit of bobble in turn 1 got him. And that brings him into what, 8th right there?
P9.
P9.
For the Sour Patch Kid. With a little bit of sour, sweet, and gone right there. But he's going to try for lap 2.
Yeah, let's see. He might have felt that he bobbled. Maybe he felt that he did scrub a little too much speed. This will be interesting to me because I'm assuming most guys took their one time. Now he's going to call it quits. I think he probably saw his Delta moving.
Yeah.
And couldn't do much about it. Got a door slam coming. Hang on.
I think we got Zane Touchton here in the 29 Chevrolet. One of the remaining guys to come out here and qualify. And still about 4.5. We're coming up on 4.5 minutes left in qualifying here. So we got some guys that have yet to go out and put down their laps. But currently it's still James Slick at the top with that 53.614. As
Now, if I'm not mistaken, I'm sorry, if I'm not mistaken, I think we saw Touchton last week struggled a little bit at Daytona, had a little trouble holding on to the trucks there. So looks real sharp right here. However, we'll see what he has for it. As we said, everybody, these next gen cars, they're new to me. I think Adam runs them a little bit. I don't run them a lot. We know the downforce is pretty strong on these things, so I'm just real interested to see if they can bust that bubble in front of them as they're in the draft and make any kind of moves without upsetting the car in front, of course, because we know Camaros don't hook up with Mustangs real good, and so on as the night goes.
Absolutely. I think these things are probably a handful. I mean, every time I drive these at super speedways, they always seem to be a handful. You know, you just a lot of wheel
dancing
movement.
in the draft.
Yeah, dancing around the draft pretty much.
Yeah, these are things I'm not sure. That's what I'm interested to see, because they're just something I don't have time to be on the service a lot to do. So I'm real interested to see what these do. The speeds will be a little higher, of course, a little more power. I think it'll be interesting to see. I thought he might be going for a second one too. They're just making sure they get off the track, get clean here, as we're getting about a couple minutes to go before we get them gridded and get them ready to go. For those of you watching at home, first things first, we want to thank 213 Simware for coming on board. You want to make a shirt of your car with your name, all that good stuff on it, check them out, 213simware.com. Go to NASA Racing, find us. We can hook you up there. We can also hook you up with a truck series, Xfinity series, Super Speedway series, Cup series. If there's something you want to drive in, find us. We'll get you set up and make sure you have a place to race. NASRA Racing on Facebook, and soon it'll be NASRA/racing.com for the website, and get you guys all taken care of on whenever you want to run, whatever you want to run, we've got it for you.
Absolutely, all kinds of series starting over in NASRA, all kinds of opportunities for really drivers alike. If anybody wants to come to NASRA, there's all kinds of opportunity to come and race.
Yeah, that's a great part about being in NASRA, and I'm so proud to be part of it. I race Friday nights. I'm going to try to do some Monday nights. Friday nights, me and Adam and Brady, we all run in the Triple M Pulling Truck Series. We got one race here at Charlotte Friday night. Then we're going to set the playoff field, finish that off. Monday nights, we have a truck series with 2,500 I rating limit. So anyone from beginners to 2,500 I rating, you can come enjoy it. We got Xfinity coming on board, Cup Series coming on board, everything you'll need. And look at this beautiful track. Now think how big this place is. I've been here 7 times myself watching races. If you take the entire track of Kansas Speedway, you can put it right there on inside of what you're seeing in Talladega. That is how big it is. 2.66 miles, banking 33 degrees, as tall as a 4-story house. It's quite an experience, let's put it that way. And I would definitely recommend, if you're a NASCAR fan, and you have to be a race fan if you're watching right now, you have got to take in that experience one time, unless you're allergic to campfires and good times. That's all I know.
Absolutely. I've been to Talladega quite a few times myself, and I love the atmosphere over there at Talladega. You know, going back to our earlier little trivia question we had about which driver it was that stopped the car on the backstretch, got out, and said he heard voices in his car telling him to get out. I looked it up. It was Bobby Isaac back in August of 1973.
Bobby Isaac. That's a good trivia question. I knew it was something like that. And then, of course, the first winner, I'm going to pull a name off the top of my head. I want to say it's Jack Brickhouse, because the NASCAR stars would not run this track the first time. And it was ARCA drivers and other people like that. And they put the show on either way. just to prove that you could, I guess. That's how scared people were of this track. All right, we're going to get to the grid. I'm going to turn it over to Adam since he's got a little better view of it to give you the starting grid tonight.
Yeah, Michael, we got James Slick was able to hold on to that pole position during qualifying. He's going to be starting from first position. Nate Bellows will be starting second. Jimmy Crawford third. Zach Tawdrift fourth. Tony Whittier in the 33 is going to round out the top 5 with Ethan Wilson starting 6th. Brent Murphy in the 6th machine will be starting 7th. Scott Nation will be starting 8th. Tyler Hobgood will be starting 9th. And Chris Tidy will round out the top 10. Daniel Peralta will be 11th. Connor Leach 12th. Bill English will start 13th. Logan Matthews will start 14th. Brandon Broadfoot will start 15th. John Smith 16th. Justin Hall 17th. Michael Allen will be 18th. Matthew Featherston 19th, and Trent Ivey will start in the 20th position. Richard Miles will be starting 22nd. Huck Wigginton, a regular over in Nazareth, will be starting 23rd. Zane Touchton 24th. Darius Williamson will round out the top 25. Jacob Patton will start 26th. Matt West 27th. Jeff Ellison 28th. Greg Holes will be 29th. Liam Uravig will start 30th. And I think everybody else was not putting down a qualifying lap there.
Yeah, I would expect several to lay back. Many of them do just to start in the back so they don't have to dive out. In case, we're good to see Huck back in the action tonight. We're used to him. We'll give him a shout out later on in the broadcast. So as normal, once the grid's over, we'll do one pace lap and we will throw the green. I'm very interested, Adam, as we've said 100 times, these recruitment races. It can be anything from a rookie to an A 4.0 driver. You never know who you're going to get. So I'm interested to see what we get tonight. Usually you get a little chaos early. Hopefully they'll be settled in and we'll have us a great race.
Yeah, absolutely. These drivers are just going to be hoping they can survive that chaos, and it's going to be very curious. You know, last week we did not have a lot of guys left at the end, so it's going to be very curious to see if we can have more people stick around at the end. And these guys only have one fast repair tonight, Michael. So last week we had 2. This week it's down to 1. That's going to throw a wrench in some of these crashes that happen early on.
Yeah, one fast repair for those watching at home. If you don't understand what a fast repair is, you get in a wreck. If you're able to limp that baby back or even tow it back, you still got to take your time for towing. If you're back in your pit box, you will have a big, shiny, brand new car. But it'll be used up, and all these guys kind of differ how they want to do it. Like, I knew a couple guys last week had damage at Daytona, ended up not using it. Didn't bite them too bad. So we'll see what we get 2x2 around 3 and 4. I'm sure the crowd's on their feet. 60 laps of racing. I believe stage 1 is 12 laps, right, Adam? And then the second stage ends at lap 30.
Yeah, you are absolutely right, Michael. And these guys, we're going to see how bad they want to race for that stage win, too. That's going to be the big thing to watch. Are these guys going to really try to get up there and try to claim that stage win? No points involved here, so maybe we'll have some guys lay back and try to play it safe.
Yeah, I'm expecting we're going to see them go for it. They want that TV time just like the rest of us, right? We all want that TV time. Hopefully, that's normally when you see the chaos in our truck series or anywhere else, because we're going for points and playoff points, and you'll get a little chaos right before the stage. Hopefully, we don't have the same issue with these fellas. Looks like they're entering the tri-oval, getting ready for green flag. James Slick, Barney the flag man. And here we go. They are real wide on the start. I kind of like that. Let's make sure nobody spins the tires. Let's get them rolling. See what we can do. Normally, the bottom is strong at first. Then we'll see it kind of migrate up. And at the end, I will not be one bit surprised to see the top lane bringing the speed if they can hold it up there.
Yeah, we see on the bottom line there's about 6 cars separated out, but now there's down to 5 cars. We got the 6 car moves to the outside to join that outside line. That outside line looking a little bit more formed up right now early on.
We know the outside can carry the momentum, right? I mean, there's no question it carries the momentum. But the bottom, if they can get hooked, it seems to be the easier way around. A lot of guys like to be up high so they feel like they got a way to get away. To me, the bottom is just, I mean, it's all luck whether you can get away. And they're going to see right away. Right away, the bottom is going to hold. They're going to keep the lead. Looks like Whittier out front there. He's holding a real good line. I like the way it looks. And then yeah, we're switching back and forth for second and third.
Absolutely. And just as I said, that outside line was getting formed up. They quickly, one of them went out and got sucker hold. So the outside line definitely lost their momentum, and now the inside line has just pulled out to a big lead here.
Yeah, maybe we can get us like a camera 3 shot or something. Real kind of a little hard for me to tell right now. I'm seeing a lot of infield. Camera 2. That's it. That's the one we need. See the 74 car there? Another chance of, I put all my money in the motor. I'm not even going to paint up the top number on it. We're going to come out here and get it done. Outside lane, here's what you see, folks. Good push on the outside. Should see both these drop down.
Oh, we got one on the wall.
We're wrecking.
Caution.
We are wrecking behind. Can't tell if it was a big bit. Oh, what's this guy doing? He just come flying in there late.
But these guys are still wrecking on the backstretch.
Still sliding. And find a brake pedal here and get it sorted out. Let's see if we can bring up a replay. See what happened right here. Looks like the 29 into the, looks like an 18 car for me.
29 got a bad push in the right rear right there. Got him turned in the center of the corner.
Yeah, 100% bad push. Pushing in the corners. We know that doesn't work. Why this man is pushing the other man down the straight, I'm not sure, but that's all right.
That's the 29 of Daniel Peralta. Daniel Peralta involved. He goes up, gets into the 18 of Nate Bellows. It was the 23 of Chris Whitaker who brought out this initial caution. I'm sorry, the 25 of Logan Matthews.
Unfortunate for both, but as we said, you got a fast repair. If they don't have engine damage, maybe they'll try to stay out, but I would expect both of them probably got a little engine damage. I would expect to see them fall into the back of the field.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see if they take those fast repairs right here. As we see the 29 heading down pit road now with the 18.
Yeah, looks like we got Peralta there, the 18 car. And Peralta just remembered, please stay to the outside. There we go. Can't really see a ton of damage on either one from my view.
He did take his fast repair right there.
Yeah, that was quick. So he's got him a brand new unit. He'll be starting in the back. But he had a fast car. He was right up front there to begin. So I'm assuming he'll ease around for a little while before he makes his next move.
The 18 taking his fast repair as well. But up front, we've got the 54 of Zach Todriff, who, if you saw right before that wreck happened, he was getting the run on the outside there and was able to get it to the lead right when the caution come out.
Yeah, they had a great push on the outside. They were both able to clear, drop down to the bottom right as the wreck happened. And looks like these two are going to be able to work together pretty well. I would assume they would want to stay on the bottom for a while. We should see both lanes, work fairly well together. That pushing in the corner, we know that's not good. So hopefully that we don't have much more of that. And we can get a good, clean breakaway race here. As we said last week, for those of you that watched, Daytona was a bit of it was carnage, catastrophe, however you want to say it. Ended up with, I believe, 4 cars on the lead lap. So hopefully we don't have the same situation here, and we can have some fun racing to bring to you.
Absolutely. And back to your point, Michael, it's really not a great idea to push in the middle of the corners with these cars. These cars are already a handful enough as it is, and if you don't get that push smooth and square on the back, like we saw there, he got pushed from the right rear, it's going to turn you. It's going to cause a big wreck. It's not the smart thing to do early on in the race.
Well, what do you think really happened there, Adam? You think he laid back at the beginning of the corner, and then as they're exiting, maybe he got in just a little hotter than expected, a little tap? I mean, I can't see him actually wanting to push this early in the corner. I can see it later, but it's hard for me to believe it right now.
Absolutely.
All righty. We ought to be able to get the lights off after this one, get them all lined back up. Like that 54 there, a little shade of JGR maybe, looks good.
Yeah, we're only on lap 5 here, so it's still very early here.
Yeah, we saw Todriff and Wilson, as you said, come around the outside, big push, drop to the bottom. You see Nations right there. Is that Tidy or, yeah, I'm saying it's Tidy, Whittier. It's just, we got to get to know the fellas, and then we can call them out a little more as we go.
Yeah, absolutely. Tyler Hobgood there in the 28 position. In the 6th position, Logan Matthews behind him in 7th.
Yeah, let's see if the lights are out this time. They will be. Adam, you expect to see this kind of coordinated start? I mean, we know these guys probably don't know each other. Maybe they do. Might see Wilson drop or pop on the outside and then drop down. And we'll see if they do a little teamwork right here.
I'd be curious to see. I'm not really sure. We don't really know if these guys are friends or if they're just kind of neutral drivers out there at this point. I think we'll definitely see if they work together or not.
Yeah, I agree. I think they just want to see who can work together. As always, early in these races, you want to find your dancing partner, right? Once you find them, you try to stay with them.
Well, most of the top 3 all starting in the top 8. Chris Tidy started 10th and now has made his way up to 4th here before that caution come out.
That's a beautiful thing about Speedway racing. The guy that's all the way in the back right now, you give him 5 laps, he could be in the front if he's got the right partner. That's the beautiful part of it. A rookie could win it, a pro could win it. It's whoever can hold it on the best. So we got the lights out. We're going to get back to racing here. We're going to have another caution at the beginning of lap 13 for the stage break. See if anybody takes any fuel at that point. We'll see. I don't think tires are going to matter a whole lot. We will see, of course.
Yeah, field coming through 3 and 4 now. It seems like the pace speed, I believe they're pacing it around here at about 60 to 65 miles an hour. On this big of a track, it just seems like it's taking forever to get around with these slow pace speeds.
Oh yeah, it'll take about 2 minutes to do a pace lap. Of course, they're saving a little fuel too right here. That's why I was asking about maybe what they're going to do at the stage break. You see Barney ready to go. You see the restart zone just ahead here as they get ready to enter in. And we will put it back under green. At Todriff, Wilson, Nation, Tidy, Whittier, Hopgood, Matthews, all of them. We'll see what they got right here. Well, we did not get the teammates started.
We did not.
But it worked out anyway.
Zach
Both guys able to get right back. Yeah, he shot out, and that allowed Matthews to drop right back in behind him. These two must seem to want to work together, so see what the 16 decides to do. He's got a big run. He's going to take it up to the outside, try to lead. And what are we doing? We are blocking way, way early.
Well, we got cars swerving everywhere.
That was quite a block. Quite a block from the 54 right there. See back here in the pack. These guys probably doing a little bit of the, hey, I'm going to back out right now. Try not to get in any mess. You can see these front runners 3 wide early right here. See what this outside lane's got. It's usually got a lot of momentum.
Yeah, we are wide up here. 54 was in the lead. He's been patched by the 314 Sour Patch Kids car.
Yeah, we see the 20 coming through. They had put the 12 in the sucker hole. That's not good for him.
That is a nice Home Depot Tony Stewart paint scheme on that 20 car right there.
Hopefully it doesn't have Tony Stewart's luck at Dega. He usually ended up on the lid.
Yeah.
Let's see a 3-1 car getting a big push from the 54 there. Like I said, I don't run these enough to know how quick the throttle reacts when you get off, get back on, how big a push you can put on them. But it looks to me like these guys are not playing around at this time. They are tight, formed up, and doing what they can do to push this outside lane around the front of the 314.
Yeah, drivers look like they really got a handful with these cars. You see these cars just kind of bobbing and weaving all over the track. It doesn't seem like anybody's really truly able to hold theirs steady right now. And so we've got the 54 trying to move high on the 314, but the 40 is going to come in with a huge, oh, he's going to take it 3 wide to the inside and turns the 314.
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know if he hesitate now. Oh, my goodness. I don't know if he hesitated there on the 314 and coming back down. Looked like he tried to block a little high and then come back down. And it's going to cost him a little bit. It won't hurt him. We'll have the stage break. He'll be able to get the lucky dog come back around, but I'm sure he's not too pleased about it right now.
And we've got a caution on the racetrack now. It looks like it was the 20 car that was able to get the lead there.
And we know what the caution is for. I didn't see anything. Still don't see anything. Oh, I see a little bit of spinning.
Looks like
now.
the 30, an issue there with the 35 car.
Yeah, let's see what we got here. 3 wide by himself on the top. Looked like it might have been a little bit of a hook there. There we go.
Looked like he had made some contact with another car on the inside and was trying to move high, but there was already a car there.
Yeah, I see the one car. That's that, like we said last week, the classic, hey, you're clear. Oh, you're not because of the momentum on the outside. You see it again
one
here.
more time here. I think we're looking at the one car there.
Yeah, you can watch the one right here. I'm not sure exactly what exactly happened, but he decided he thought he was clear. No, he's not.
Oh, looks like he was trying to make a 3 wide move there between the 40 and then the car on his outside, and then the 40 moved up and he reacted to that.
I agree.
Like he was trying to throw a little block there.
I agree as well. It looked like a little blocking out of Matthews. I'm not sure why you do that this early in the race.
Some of these aggressive block moves are just a little outrageous at this point. It looks like there was some more contact in the back here.
Yeah, it looked like 29 car involved again. He is not having a very good day of it.
This is the Blanchard's towing replay.
Yep. If you guys are up around Maine and you're stranded in the big snowstorm, look up, call Blanchard's Towing there, talk to Chris. He will get you set up and moving again. So, Adam, what do you think so far? We haven't got much green flag action, but what we've got, we're seeing super, super aggressive moves.
Absolutely, and I believe, Michael, that's going to be the end of stage 1. We're actually looking over here. We're actually on lap 11 now. So, not sure. I've been trying to see if race control has said that was the stage. I've not heard it from race control yet, but thinking this is going to be the stage in here. So we might see everybody come down pit road here, get tires, and top off on fuel.
Yeah, it should be the end for sure. This is lap 11. See some cutting it early into the pits. I don't know if those are damaged cars or if they just decided to do it.
Those are cars
track
involved
position.
in the wreck. We got the leader here coming off turn 2.
We'll just have to see how these leaders play it. I think if it was me, I might just stay out. I think you're probably able to do 30 laps. I say, I don't know, 75% fuel, that'd be close. Maybe come in and get a splash. Try not to lose too much track position.
Yeah, not sure what the fuel range is here at Talladega, but I know we are running 75% fuel.
And these cars have what, 22-gallon tanks? Is that correct?
I believe so.
All right, so that'll knock them down to about 17. I would think they could make 30 laps if that's the case. Don't quote me on that, everybody. Do not quote me on that. As I said, I'm learning as we go.
Absolutely. Listening in on some of the driver feed here, we've got some guys telling each other, "Hey guys, let's calm down a little bit here. We been scaring each other with all these wrecks early on." So I think there's some guys out there that have, gotten a little nervous, getting a little nervous from all these wrecks going on out here.
Well, this is another thing you find in the recruitment races. They're used to an official race. It's not quite as long as a 60 lapper, right? They think they got to go, 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 go. When sometimes at these super speedways, the best play is to stay back. If somebody gets past you, it's fine. Just take your medicine. You can come back and get them in a little bit. They just need to. I've seen a lot of really heavy blocking early in this race.
Yeah, the blocks have been crazy, and when you see the blocks happen, you see this chain movement behind it. You start this whole snake effect down the straightaways when these blocks are being thrown because everybody's just reacting to the car in front of them.
Yeah, I mean, that's every time, right? You see the accordion effect. Somebody checks up, and then the whole pack has to check up, and then you're snaking in and out, and you lose your momentum. It's not the best way to race a super speedway, for sure. You got to have your dancing partner.
We got the guys coming off of turn number 2 here. We got the lights out on the pace car. When we get back to the line, we'll get this 213simware.com race back underway.
Yeah, 2x2, down the back, 70-mile-an-hour pacing. As Adam said a while ago, it just looks like it looks like a traffic jam, like they're not even moving on this big track, but they are running 70 miles an hour. We'll see if these guys can make it to lap 30. I'd like to see a good long green flag run. It's something we haven't got to see the last couple, and hopefully these guys will listen to each other as you say they're talking. Just calm down, put some laps in, and then set yourself up for later in the race.
Absolutely. We'll be curious to see if these guys calm down a little bit here.
Yeah, see touched and they're blinking a little bit. Hopefully that doesn't cause any issues here on the restart. A little bit of blink, it'll cause you to scare the guy behind you, and it'll also cause you a little bit of speed. Seems crazy, but every time it blinks out and you come back, it scrapes the tires a little bit. You lose a little speed. So back toward the Geico restart zone we go. The 20 car.
Stage 2, Michael.
Starting stage 2. Quick night for everyone here. 60 laps. I was interested, and I didn't see a lot of takers for fuel, so they must feel pretty confident they can make it. See the blue area there? That's the restart zone. We will hit the green, and we are on the loud pedal again. 20 car jumps out to a real good lead right there. You see the 2 car right behind him. And then, interestingly, they're going to go straight to the middle line. Try to see if they can get a little momentum.
That inside line is getting some great restarts, and it's just, they were able to go wherever they wanted to, moving back down to the bottom here. 3 wide behind these guys.
And you see them fanning everywhere. Right behind this group, you see everybody was fanned out. They were 3 wide, touched and trying it by himself. 2 guys on the outside right here. This will be the interesting part. It's early, but this outside line will go if you hook it up. But you usually gotta have more than 2 to go against 10. See touch and get a little loose there, jump out of line. He's gonna get shuffled back until he can get a little help to the rear.
He's gonna get sucker hold in the middle there. They're gonna split him. See, this two car is kind of aggressively pushing this 20.
Yeah, I'm watching about 7th, 8th place back there. We almost got another hook. And this guy's dancing everywhere, holding on for dear life.
Yeah, it looks like the 40 car is giving some aggressive pushes to the 12 and making it 3 wide back there, coming down the back straightaway.
Yeah, you see Matthews getting a big push coming back up the middle here. Good job by the 54 to lay off in the corner. Get back to him momentarily.
Great 3 wide, 2 rows deep action. We got some more wrecking in the back though. Looks like
my goodness, how did that not wreck?
Brandon Broadfoot involved. Here on the top instant replay. See the Caterpillar car here. Oh, got some contact up ahead of him.
Yeah, that's what I saw, but I did not see anything lose it there. It must have been behind this pack where that happened.
I think it's on the next lap, I believe.
Yeah, I saw the contact there, and I thought that was going to be a catastrophe as well. Everybody seemed to make it through just fine. May have had a one-car spin there.
I believe we were looking at the 22 of Brandon Broadfoot. Coming
Let's see
off
what
turn
happens.
number 4 on lap 14.
No, just ahead here is where it happened. Yeah, another case of probably think it might have been another hook. It's just these guys are dancing like crazy in that line, and they're hooking the guys. There's nothing the guys can do about it. Once you're touched, you're gone. Remember, everybody, NASRA Racing on Facebook. Find us. We will find you a series to run in. Monday Night Truck Series starting next week. Daytona, 2,500 I rating limit. Friday night, Triple M Pulling Truck Series in Season 5 right now. Playoffs start in 2 weeks. Come over to Racecraft TV. Check us out on Friday nights at 9 p.m. East. And then soon to come, Xfinity Series. We are now putting that together. We're going to have a Cup Series Sunday nights, open setups, real teams, real life. We've got a little bit of everything for everyone. And, of course, 213simware.com.
Here we
Go
got the
there,
replay of the wreck. Looked like the 22 was just real slow on the outside. It just threw another block that we talked about and got the 314 Sour Patch Kids machine involved in a second wreck today.
Yeah, we'll take a look at it again here. Trying to keep everybody appraised of what's going on. Yeah, that was, one went up, one went down.
Yeah, the 22 was coming down into the 314, blocking his way. You can see it right here, just so much slower, and then comes down to try to block that lane.
Yeah, that might have been a case of a guy that lost the draft, trying to find a spot to get in and hesitated, and boom. Then you see the 314 again. It has to have some pretty heavy nose damage after that. And there we see Talladega, the boulevard, all the campers. Such a great place to go. And as it's proving, hard place to race. Or it seems to be a hard place to race today.
Yeah, we got the 16 of Scott Nation and that Dorito scheme. You were just about to say it. That thing looks pretty good, don't it?
Yeah, I like the Doritos scheme. Looking good. Looks like the spicy nacho. Dark red looks good.
Scott Nation there. And, man, huge shout-out right here to Mike Allen for that breast cancer awareness machine. Looks like right there.
Yeah, real good-looking car. We saw him last week as well, run into some trouble. It was just, he had a tough time last week. And then, of course, we got the 54 back in there at third again.
Yeah, that's one thing tonight, well, that we can recognize there, Michael, is this Friday night, NASRA Triple M Pulling Truck Series are having their breast cancer awareness race. Everybody's going to be driving with pink rims there to raise awareness and help donate for breast cancer awareness.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it very much so for two reasons. One, I get a chance to lock in the playoff. And two, we haven't ran a 1.5 mile track the entire season. And it's going to be real interesting Friday night on Racecraft.
Absolutely, Michael. And looks like we've got Huck Wigginton here from the race. Huck, we see that you've been surviving the issues maybe back there.
That's a great way of putting it. I'm just sitting back here watching all the fun and making sure my brake works.
I tell you what, Huck, are these things dancing around that much, or are these guys just being that aggressive with the blocks? Looks like a lot of blocking going on.
Really, it's a lot of blocking, but there's some dancing with the car, so they probably shouldn't be doing all that blocking right now.
Yeah, it seems to be what we saw too, Huck. It's just a little dance and a little block turns into a big hook. You know, they're not trying to do it to each other, but it just keeps happening. So What's the strategy here? You gonna stay out, wait till the stage break, put a little fuel on, and go for it?
Probably. I'll see if I can't keep this fast repair in my back pocket. I may need it on the very, very last 3 laps. Who knows?
The M4. How about a shout out to that sponsor on the car?
Yeah, Cops, man. Great guys. They're going to come on full time for another great series that's coming up, our Sunday Night Cup series coming up in February. They coming on full time, like I said, financially, and it's very close and near and dear to my heart, and I know it is to y'all's because you've let me run it, and I appreciate it.
Yes,
Absolutely,
sir.
Huck.
All right, babe.
We'll let you go back. You see, we're fixing to get the green flag back here. Good luck. Restarting from the 15th position, Huck Wigginton.
See y'all.
Barney with the yellow. Let's see how fast he can flip it to green. Pace car out of the way. We're going to get the Doritos machine out front here. Not sure what's happening there on the inside. He's going to go ahead and pit. So we got the 16 of Nation on the inside with the Doritos machine. We got Allen on the outside. Guys that have looked pretty good. If we can just get this dancing to quit, I think we can put some good racing on the board.
Absolutely. Scott Nation gets the green flag here at Talladega. He's going to lead the field. Another good jump from the inside right there, but the outside already getting formed up. The 88 getting a great push from the 25.
Yeah, we see the 3 on that top were hooked up real well. And then another big block from Nation, big push in the corner there. Able to live through it.
Almost saw another bad block that could have caused a crash right there. But these guys are pushing aggressive, pushing hard. The 12's going to make it 3 wide on the outside, heading down to turn number 3. He's got a big push from the 29 there.
I mean, this is why we go to Talladega to see this. Can these guys hold it together? You already see right there in the middle. Whoa, really loose. Really, I couldn't tell the number on that car, but that car was loose right behind Allen.
Absolutely.
See the momentum on this high line. We talk about it all the time. These 3 guys should be able to drive.
The 16 and the 54 together.
That should stall. You know, he slid back into traffic. As I say, it should have stayed green there, but he slid back down. Leaders into it. Aggression all over the track. Carnage. And that car is destroyed until he can get it back to the pit. Hopefully he's still got his fast repair. Get a replay here of this.
See if we can get an instant replay of what happened right here.
Got the 54.
Oh,
Just hooked the leader.
yeah, looks like
Did
he
not
pulled out
get
the
high
kind of
enough.
pass. See if we can get another view on that replay.
I'm sure the 16 not real happy about that one. If we can get an in-car from the 54 right there, it just looked to me like he wanted to go make a pass and then like hesitated. I don't know. Just hooked the 16. We'll back it up here and kind of see what he saw. As you see, you can't see much. He's going to dive it to the outside here. And then I'm not far enough. Might have been a little net code,
Looks
but
like,
not sure.
yeah, looks like maybe once he pulled out, the 16 may have tried to start the block, but they kind of both came together right there.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing. A little bit of movement. You know, just you feel bad for all these guys. You see the 9 car there. He's obviously a guy that come in here to have a good time. 16 right back down into traffic and kept down.
Yeah, just real bad luck there from the 9. Just was trying to make it by, and 16 comes back down. He was already in a tough spot there. He was 3 wide, trying to squeeze the 25 there for a little bit of room, and then ended up getting turned.
So we are what, lap 20?
Absolutely, lap 20. And we got the next stage, number 2, ending at lap 30.
Lap 30. So by the time they go back, they ought to have about 7 laps. What is your call on whether they can make it to the stage break? I'm not thinking about it right now.
Seems as though we've had enough cautions. Nobody's had the pit yet. I think everybody maybe they feel like they're good to go. Well, we've got the leader coming down pit road now, the 11. He
I
went
don't mind
down
that
pit road.
strategy. Get a little fuel, fix her up. Might be getting a little optional repair.
Looks like we might see more people come down here at the end of the stage, but they all looks like they feel pretty confident about making it to the end of the stage.
Yeah, I don't think there's any problem with the fuel. Huck seemed to be pretty obvious to him. He could make it on fuel. So, well, Adam, I don't know what to say. I've seen a lot of races. I don't know if I've seen so much aggression this early in a super speedway race. It's unbelievable to me.
Yeah, Michael, we've got looks like 15 cars on the lead lap. Probably going to go down to 14 or 13 here. Got some guys still sitting on pit road taking some damage repair. We see one car coming off of pit road there. Looks like the 20th Peyton Aldridge. So getting some repairs there from an incident out of Odenville, Alabama.
Odenville, Alabama. Now, I hate to say anything about how the football went last weekend, so I won't. I see somebody cheering for Peyton there in the comment section, but don't want to make them too mad with the Tennessee win over the Tide last week.
I don't know, but I don't think Tennessee's ready to come down and face those Georgia Bulldogs. What do you think there, Michael?
Oh, no, we're bringing the dogs into it now, huh? Well, I don't know. I haven't seen enough of the dogs yet this year. I kind of felt like Alabama might lose a game here and there. Their defense just don't seem to be what it was. Of course, I don't really have anybody to cheer for. I'm from Illinois. We're 6-1, but that don't mean I can cheer for them. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely know what you're saying there. We know ain't nobody worried about Illinois.
Yeah, nobody's worried about them making it through. Well, yeah, nobody's worried about them making it into the playoffs, but to have a winning season, that'd be a big deal. Now we see Liam Ervig is what I'm going to say. He's moved his way right on up into like second place, I believe, in that 36 car. And maybe what we'll find out is these guys that's had some patience, stay at the back, maybe they'll get up here and they won't be as aggressive as what we've seen. Now, I'm not saying that 16 was being aggressive or anything there. That was just unfortunate to be, especially at the front. And I'm kind of surprised we didn't see more carnage, to be honest, out of that.
Yeah, I'm trying to listen to some conversation here. I thought I may have heard that the 36 had a pass-through penalty, but I'm not really sure about, not really thinking that's true.
Well, maybe he's up here waiting for a waiver round. I'm not sure. I haven't. Wait till the scoring kicks back around. I'll be able to tell you. Has he scored the leader with yours?
He is Liam Uravig. Being scored as the leader. Now we've got the 14 of Darius Williamson here in second in that Mountain Dew scheme. That's a great looking Mountain Dew scheme right there too as well.
Yep. I like the Mountain Dew. Looks like maybe a little camo-ish, little green rims. You know he's going to send it right. That dude is all jacked up on the Mountain Dew.
Absolutely. And we got the 28 of Tyler Hobgood here, actually driving the 12 car. So maybe when we get this series rolling, we'll have guys in the right numbers matching their schemes. With this being a recruitment race, we don't really have that right now. So there are some confusing things when we look at the numbers on these cars.
Yeah, for anybody watching, just so you understand, once we're in the league and we've set our lineup, everybody will be assigned a number. Then we'll know who we're talking about. That's what makes it so hard right now. We can see the names, but not necessarily see the exact person. So we see the 974 or 574 there of West. I think that is the clean white car. I believe that's what it is.
Matt West.
Matt West. Brought her down here looking for a sponsor. Looking good up front right now. See the 18 car still in it. We're going to finally get back to racing here. Should have, 7 laps to go before the stage break.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely right there, Michael.
All righty, so let's see what these guys can do. Will they calm down? Will they think winning this stage makes them a big winner? Let's find out. The top lane already separated. The bottom line should just jump out early right here.
And Liam does gives a great restart. That outside line not formed up, but he's pulling down, so maybe he is having to serve a pass-through penalty.
Yeah, he may have to serve that penalty, or he's like, heck with it. I'm not staying up here. I want to finish this thing. You see the whole field working their way around. We'll find out here in a little bit if he does have to serve this penalty.
Actually, here there was a penalty on the restart. He got a black flag for jumping the start there, so he had to go to the end of the line.
Went before the restart zone.
That's putting
See
this
this
12
88
car
car,
here.
man. I just love
Yeah,
it.
those are two great paint schemes. A riding in with throwback in the 88 breast cancer awareness car there.
Well, we see him getting separated a little bit. We might be able to see some good race until the end here. They're a little loose coming off the travel for whoever there in fourth place. Couldn't quite tell who it was. Very, very loose coming through. And again, pushing up, almost causing another issue. It might be Darius there in the 18. Or I'm sorry, in that Mountain Dew car, the 14.
It is Darius Williamson in the 14 car. Just to update everybody, the 36 is serving a pass-through penalty now. He's pulling off of pit road. The 36 of Liam Urovic, who started in the lead there, serving a pass-through penalty.
Yeah, hopefully we can keep it going here up front. We need Darius to kind of get a rung in here a little bit. Calm it down. Maybe get out there where he can see.
These guys being so aggressive here.
Yeah, it's crazy.
These guys, they
It's
want
just
to get to the lead. They cannot stand it.
Yeah, patience is not the virtue today. Whoa, Darius moves up again, scares the. Is that a Denny Hamlin scheme here? Yeah, the 11 FedEx scheme. See Touchton working his way back up, blinking, disappearing. Ooh, ah, boy, that's close.
We are tight there, man. A lot of guys racing tight.
That was a little scary.
88 going to the
He's
outside,
west.
trying to get the lead from the 12 now. He's
Yeah.
got almost
88.
no help out there, but that inside line is all over the place. Here comes the 54 shooting the middle. He's going to come behind the 88, move to his outside, try to see if he can
Well,
get
we
in
know
the
the-
lead.
We know the 54 got his fast repair, got new tires. Going to make a push for the win here at the stage end. If we make it that long, 4 wide, that's moving in.
Number 18. More car
There is.
coming across the line.
Darius. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't call him out. You can just kind of see he was struggling with the handling of the car. Got moved and got put 4 wide right there. And then it was just hold on for dear life.
Absolutely, that was not
You see
good
that?
here.
Yeah, you see the green and black Toyota right there, second from the bottom. They moved him right into the sucker hole
Oh.
and boom. Straight up he comes.
18 getting into the 88, comes back down, hooks the 25, the 29, slamming in the hem.
Oh, that was not Darius. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I
we
don't
see
mean to
Huck.
say about Darius.
Yeah, the
That was the
Darius is actually
18.
in the Mountain Dew car there driving by. See Huck, does he make it through the wreck?
I think he looked like he was going to. I'm sorry, Darius. That's on me, buddy. I seen those green rims and thought that was you. Looks like Huck was going to cruise by pretty easy there.
Man, Huck's having some good luck here after we talked to him.
Yeah, he's getting pretty good at avoiding the wrecks there. It's 2 weeks in a row. He finished 4th last week. So
Yeah, he did a great race last week.
getting used to this wreck avoidance. Is that going to end the stage, Adam? Does anybody
Well,
say it?
Don't think we're waiting for confirmation from race control here. We are on lap 27 right now, so maybe we can get this thing restarted with 2 to go in the stage. Not really sure.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and verify that with everyone. If we don't see it at lap 30 and come yellow, we know this was the end. Yeah, you see the 18 car just stuck in the middle there. And then this guy here, he's, I think that was a 29 car maybe. He's just along for the ride now. I'm sure he's already cussing and, oh man. Able to straighten it back out.
Maybe
Without
screaming
too
some of
much-
your
yeah, there we
favorite
go.
words there, Michael.
Yeah, I don't know any of those words. I've never heard them. I'm sure he said something fairly quickly. I don't understand why his RPMs were still going. All right, here we go. Pit road, a lot of takers. That probably is going to be that is the stage end. I just got verification.
Yeah, just like we
That
talked
ends
about,
the stage.
everybody coming down pit road here at the end of stage 2 now.
fuel and tires, and they should be able to make it to the end. Fuel and tires. So now it'll be who has faster pairs, who doesn't. Because of the way this is going, it's going to play into it. See the Hamlin car, the throwback Ryan Newman. I do love those schemes. And again, Darius, I'm sorry, Darius. I thought that was you that was mixed up. I won't do it again. 14 car is still looking good. 22 Dunkin' Donuts machine. Like that one a little bit.
I like that
Orange
Dunkin'
always
Donuts
good for
machine.
October. Good looking paint schemes all around.
Looks like he may have taken some damage, maybe potentially his faster pair there. He made a little bit of contact on the start of that previous caution, so maybe some faster pairs used there from the 88.
Yeah, I would assume several guys tried to hold out till halfway, do what they could with it. I think if I'm not wrong, was the 22 involved in that one earlier? He was slow on the outside. I'm going to assume he's got her all fixed up, ready to roll now.
Yeah, his car is definitely looking good. The 88 looks like he did take a fast repair there to get his damage repaired. Gonna try to go over here and look back at the 22.
Let us
He's
know what you see, because
He's definitely got a little bit of left rear damage there on that car, so maybe didn't have a fast repair. Not sure if he's already used it, but his car's not really looking too bad hurt.
Yeah, if you keep that front end good and clean and stay in the draft, he should be okay. We see West here with the lead, just quietly working his way up. Hasn't caused any problems.
Matt West, is it fair to say that could be potentially the little team that could? Just a blank race car looking for some sponsorship there. Matt West and that 574.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No sponsorship, all motor, right? We had a budget of this much money. We put it all in the motor. We bought 2 sets of tires, and we are here to win the race. Would be nice to slap some colors on there. Anybody wants to help him out, find him, send him some money. See Darius Washington back to the outside in the Mountain Dew machine. I don't know why I was seeing those green rims and I thought it was him before. Totally on me. So now we're going to go to the end. No more stage breaks. Around 28 laps of racing. I don't know if we've been able to make 5 or 6 laps yet. So hopefully these guys will calm down and realize they can still get to the front, but they don't have to do it right here.
Yeah, absolutely. These guys still going to have about 31 laps to go when we get the green flag here. Plenty of time if everybody just stays calm. I think it's all about survival at this point, making it to the end, still being here and competitive at the end of the race.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing, survival. We know most of these guys are fast. We've seen several of them make moves to get to the front, so they have the speed. Now it's the patience and holding on to it. We're seeing so much dancing, which you said these cars dance a lot. Huck said they were dancing. So maybe they'll give themselves a little wiggle room. I mean, you want to be as close as you can for the push, but maybe a little wiggle room right here wouldn't hurt. Lights are out. We're going to see the pace car be turning away momentarily. Coming out of 4. The only reason I know that is I've seen that Sunoco sign several times. Now we got to make sure West doesn't jump the start here. He's got to wait till the Geico restart zone. It is painted lines. You'll see it there in the distance. He's got to wait till there before he goes, or he could possibly get the black flag. And he can go now. Green flag back. West inside. Darius Washington outside. Good start from the outside for the first time we've seen tonight. The outside got going. He's going to dive right down. Well, he was. A little hesitant.
Darius trying to decide which lane to block right here in that 44 up front in the Mountain Dew car. Holding back Michael Allen and the 11 FedEx machine on the outside now, getting that run and a push from the 48.
Yeah, big run on the outside here, locked up well. We'll see if they want to dive down, if they just want to keep that momentum rolling on the outside. Most time you will see the guys drop to the bottom, but yep, there they go. We'll see if they can get a good push and get out the door a little bit. Darius struggling a little bit on the bottom there to have the speed to keep up.
Well, we got 3 cars, single file up front. Got a couple of 2 wide action going on back there behind them. And some 3 wide behind that.
We see that 18 car again. Got a fast repair. Back up in the mix. Let's hope he can hang on to her a little better. Top 3 trying to get a little breakaway here. Really doing a good job.
Like they're just kind of content with just where they're at right now at this point. Got those guys behind them creeping back up into the picture here.
100%. I think they're super happy where they're at right now. Stay right there. Well, as soon as I say it, I'm always wrong.
Liam Uravig, look at him. I mean, we just talked about him getting a pass 2 penalty, and here he is back again racing for the lead. He is determined in this one.
Yeah, I'm going to say he probably had maybe a wave around there. Or maybe he's working on getting his lap back, but it shows him as a leader. So I'm going to say he took a wave around. He's all good to go.
Yeah, the stage caution definitely helped him get caught back up there. He's fighting on the outside, the 54 with a big run. Huge push to the 18 there.
What a push. Oh, wrecking behind. Boom, 48 car. 48 car into 29. Carnage again. Oh, these poor guys.
18, the 12, the 48. All involved in this issue. Let's see the first issue we had back here.
Well, you see the 54 put that big push on the 18. Then he drops down for some reason. I don't know if that checked the lineup or exactly what.
Oh, look like
another
the first
case.
incident. Darius, you can pick on Darius now.
Push. Yeah, Darius with a little bit of a bad push there. Just caught him just at the wrong angle and around the 48 goes. End up ahead of that. Not sure exactly what happened.
Yeah, not really sure because right there you see that the caution is already out on the track lights there. So not really sure what happened further up front here on this second incident with the on the pole instant replay. Seems like the 48.
Here we see everybody kind of scattered.
got
Here's the
turned
beginning.
with the initial caution.
Yeah, right here, head in, boom. Hard contact to the outside. Major front end damage. And then if we let it go, not sure exactly what happened. I don't know if the 88 got into the 29. Something up here ahead triggered a much bigger one. Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, looks like he just got squeezed into 2 cars right there and got another bad push from the back from the 8 car there.
Yeah, Nelson touched and around the 18 around again.
And that, I mean, the cars, even in front of him, the way that they banged together there and had another car slide into a car in front of them, got the 12 hooked and turned around.
Well, folks, this is part of Superspeedway racing. But I'm going to say for tonight, this is one aggressive bunch of dudes. It's fun when they're racing. It's just,
yeah.
I feel bad for them. They're trying their best to be clean. They're just not able to tonight.
Yeah, we were wondering at the top of the show, Michael, in this 213simware.com Super Speedway Series recruiting race, we were wondering if these guys were going to be aggressive, maybe learn a lesson after last week from all the issues we had and cautions and incidents we had last week. Would these guys be a little bit more calm? But no, they're not. We still have just as much aggression we're seeing out here on the track as we did last week.
Absolutely. I'm blown away that they've been in the race now for around 40 laps, and we're doing the same thing we did at the beginning, but it's okay. The guys at the front don't mind. They're still looking fairly clean. Touched in there. I don't know how his car is looking that clean, but that's good. Should have another opportunity to get to the front. The car doesn't look too terrible bad.
Nah, the 29 actually looks okay.
All right, Adam, one more time. Let's tell them about 213simware.com. You want a shirt? You want your team name on it? You want your name, your car, whatever you need? Check them out at 213simware.com. They'll set you right up. You can also find us at Nazra Racing on Facebook. We can get you in touch with who you need, tell you how to get everything done. Once again, we have truck racing on Monday nights, the NRE Power Systems Truck Series, 2500i rating, cap, the beginners. Everyone that wants to race it should look up Nazar Racing on Facebook. That starts next week at Daytona. They just ran the Clash. They're all set to get the season underway. Now, the one thing I will tell everyone, all of Nazar Racing is a pay-to-play system. We pay to enter these races. We get paid if we finish well. There's weekly payouts. Usually around the top 8 get paid. Everything's points. There's a championship fund. We do this as legit as we can possibly do it at Nazareth.
Yeah, Michael, and huge shout out to 213simware.com for supporting us over here at Nazareth in this Super Speedway series. I'll tell you what, if you want a great product, you want to get your car, your name on a t-shirt, I have gotten stuff from them before, and I can confirm 100% the great quality that 213simware.com has out there. And huge thank you to them for supporting us in this Super Speedway race presented by Blanchard's Towing and Sim Racer Hub.
Yeah, we don't want to forget Blanchard's Towing up there in Maine, Sim Racer Hub for helping us do all the point systems. It's no joke over here, folks. I mean, I know there's a billion leagues out there. We have the best leadership in the business. We're organized. I think Adam will confirm, and we are trustworthy people. And if you want to come race for us, with us, we're looking forward to seeing you.
Absolutely. Once you get in with this group of guys over here, you're hooked on them. So it's absolutely have a blast racing with everybody over here at Nazareth. Great community of guys. Great racing.
Yeah, and all I know is I got to keep you behind me this week. You're 63 points ahead of you right now, so don't be coming up there taking my spot for the playoffs.
Oh, 63 points. I think you are good to go there.
Yeah, I was looking at it today, trying to figure out how I want to run that thing at Charlotte. Still under caution here at Dega. Well, let's address the elephant in the room. What's your take on the Bubba Wallace situation, Adam?
You know, that's a tough situation there. I mean, you know, Bubba Wallace receiving a 1 race suspension. Definitely not sure, you know, lots of opinions on whether it was deserved or not, but here we are going back to the green flag.
Yep, I caught you at the wrong time. They got all put back together and we're ready to go racing again, and away they go. Through the Geico restart zone. See a Denny Hamlin-esque paint job looking great on the outside there. I believe that's Smith.
Yeah, you're right. That's
25
John
car.
Smith up there in 11, kind of working by himself up there. 25, 29, and 12, all working together here on the inside. 11's got some help coming up behind him. And we got 3-wide action right here coming up behind the 90 and the 54 with a huge run on this outside.
Yeah, those two guys got hooked up super great right there and just took off. Seen the 54 have a lot of speed all night long. I mean, that's for sure. The 90 car looks real good.
Him, the 11, the 90, you know, these guys, even the 12, they've all been up front all night long. Have been the guys that have been consistently up here. And, you know, look at this action right here coming across the line. These guys are racing tight right now.
Yeah, that was a huge push from
And the 29
Smith right
almost
there.
getting turned from the 25 right there.
Yeah, Matthews, Touchton, they need to get her hooked up here, get back to it. But you see this incredible push. That's as good as you can do it, folks, right there. I mean, that is
That's
as
smooth.
good as you could do it.
That's probably about the smoothest pushing we've seen all night long here. But now we've got.
Caution.
Yeah, you see Touchton.
You got another yellow
25.
out. Oh, more wrecking in the back there. Off turn 4.
Yeah, we missed that with the camera shot. We'll have to see what happened there. It seems to be a reoccurring theory. Yep. Well, that's pretty easy to see.
Like the 24 is getting turned by the 8 there. Maybe it was the 24 trying to put his car somewhere where it probably couldn't go.
That, or he
See if
just
we can
happened to
back up on the
just
replay
happened
there.
to dance off the bottom a little bit. Was able to save it without any contact thus far, so
Yeah, the
maybe
8
he'd be
car.
okay.
The 8 car was hard into the wall. Yeah, like you said, Michael, he comes off the bottom. The 8 sticks his nose in. 8 hard into the wall. The 24, maybe he's going to get away here with minimal damage, sliding everywhere, but ultimately saving the car from any major damage.
Yeah, it didn't seem to hit anything. Didn't seem to hit a thing. Now, the 8 car, we know he was involved in the last incident, or 1 or 2 above it. So we'll see if he's still got a fast repair to get back in. But, yeah, it's just a case right there. He danced a little bit off the bottom. The 8 took the shot and went. You can really see the draft effect here, because even these 2 guys that got away from the group, you see Touchton, the other 2 behind, they drew right back up on him in a big time hurry.
Yeah, they were coming right before that caution come out. We got some faking going on right here. The 54 and the 11 looked like they were going to come down pit road and drop out right at the last second.
Yeah, I see a few takers. Maybe they're going to come down and try the tires. I don't.
Now, I wonder if
I
they got to
can't see
get some more
tires being
fuel.
driven.
Yeah, I wonder if they got to get more gas right here. Maybe we got some guys that are going to try to stretch it.
Well, let's see if they're getting fuel or if they're just coming in to take that fast repair finally. Well, it looks to me like maybe they're getting a little fuel, and out they go. Might be a good strategy. With all the cautions we've seen, though, you would think the 30 laps would be safe.
Yeah.
Okay,
absolutely.
Adam, back to what we were talking about. That Bubba Wallace deal. I told everybody all week, that's the kind of entertainment I want to see. But I'm starting to see other guys' points that Larson could really get hurt. Walking down the track was a rule violation. Punching the official was a rule violation. It just, I guess it's probably fair punishment when it's all said and done.
Yeah, you got to kind of look at this. You know, Bubba Wallace, probably not the smartest and very stubborn move there. You know, Larson does push up on him off the corner, puts him in the wall. He immediately is upset and just drives down to turn Larson and putting him into the wall. And with all the safety issues we have right now, all the safety debates in NASCAR between drivers, the teams, and NASCAR about all this concussion protocol, all these concussion issues, you know, Bubba, I think, very stubborn and maybe shows his immaturity a little bit there, coming back and crashing the 5, takes himself out of the race, disappoints his sponsor, his team, you know, maybe his fans there right there. He probably could have, you know, kept in the race and salvaged a good finish. But, yeah, the 1 race suspension, was it warranted? Did he deserve more? Did he deserve less? You know, that's the big, who can answer that question truly?
Well, that's true. I've heard everything from he ought to have been suspended for the rest of the year to $100,000 fine, points. I think overall, it's as you said, it's a maturity situation. He has improved leaps and bounds this year. I'm a fan of what he does. I'm not a fan of completely, you know, losing your temper. You know, we've seen him squirt the Powerade in Alex Bowman's face. We've seen him in truck races kind of do the same thing, and hopefully he learns from it and able to move forward from it.
Yeah, Bubba Wallace has definitely made leaps and bounds as a driver. you know, and huge kudos. Kind of going to Kyle Larson there showed, you know, his maturity as a champion of the sport. He didn't want to get involved any further with Bubba Wallace, you know, trying to kind of calm Bubba down there. But Bubba was, you know, very upset. And, you know, you get put in the wall. I hate getting put in the wall. I get pretty upset when I get put in the wall. So I definitely understand, you know, why Bubba probably would be upset there.
Yeah, 100%. I really thought what Larson said was great in his interview. He didn't just throw blame at Bubba. He said, look, we've all done it. We've all been there. You know, it was good. Good move.
Yeah.
But as we get back to this, how many cars are you showing on your scoring on the lead lap?
Let's see. Looks like we got about 12 cars still on the lead lap. And looking at the field and seeing everybody who's left, we got the 54s leading this thing. Coming down the back stretch, going to get the green flag when we come back around to the line. The 54 Zach Todriff still leading. The 11 there of John Smith is in second. Darius Williamson is back up the third. Connor Leach in fourth. We got Huck Wigginton, who we spoke to earlier. He is still hanging around out here. And, you know, he is up into the fifth position. We got some cars going down on the apron there. Not really sure if what they're trying to do. Save some fuel, maybe.
I think they're just playing. They're just back and forth and playing with the pace car. And
Maybe
you
getting
don't
bored
realize
of all
they'll
these
get a back
cautions.
flag. Yeah, I'm sure they're bored. Sure they're getting bored. Hopefully the audience isn't, but folks, there's nothing we can do to control the action on the track.
Yeah, when we get the green flag, we're going to have 20 laps to go. So we are getting down to the final stages of this race.
Now, we remember we saw Todriff and Smith hook up, and I'm sure Todriff would like to have him as a pusher again, because that was about as good a pushing as we've seen all night long. Back to the go restart zone. Mr. Barney waving the green flag, and away they go. And immediately Smith to the bottom. Yep,
Yeah,
and immediately Smith right down. See Darius, I think it's Darius down there again. He's having a little trouble keeping up there. He might be on a game controller from what it looks like.
Yeah, looking back at
Little
some of
movement.
these guys further back here in the pack, some of these guys, look, they got some pretty clean race cars. Like Huck Wigginton's got some right side damage.
Well, you see Huck up in the mix now, trying to get some of the lead draft here.
Yeah,
he's
the
tired of
fifth
waiting
car
around.
on the inside there.
Yeah, the blue and white, he's back to shuffle back to 6 now, as we see that Ryan Newman throwback scheme cut to the outside hard right there. Not sure why.
Maybe just wanting to get out of it.
I think I'm with you on that. I think
He's getting a hard push from the 90 back there. These guys are just being so aggressive. Still have not decided to calm down with some of these pushes back here.
yeah, some of the pushing's unbelievable. And then the dancing, of course, that's what's leading to all these wrecks. We haven't seen the big, huge wreck, but we're seeing a lot of guys get hooked. You see again another guy down on the apron. You do that, you try to make your way back up, and you get hooked a lot. There you can see Huck making his way to the outside, trying to lead the outside line.
Yeah, he's going to, you know, start to get a push here from the 12. Going to see how strong Huck maybe wants to show himself here a little bit.
You see that 24 car, he needs to get off that apron. And then they can start to reel in this front group right here. If he can just hold her steady, he's really everywhere. So hopefully he doesn't open the door and we see the exact same thing we just saw with him and the 8. I think it might be the 22 car pushing him now.
Yeah, absolutely.
There you see Darius starting to get a little pull back up.
Yeah, that 11, pushing that 54 crate smooth at this point. A little bit of dancing back up there behind him, but keeping him ahead. And here we got the 12 car with the 29 going to the outside, looking to maybe get a run. But these guys just single file up here.
Yeah, I mean, Smith right there, just unbelievable pusher. That's who I'd want. If I was in the lead, that's who I'd want behind me right now. You see a little lap traffic working ahead. See if that'll
Yeah.
cause any problems here in a little bit.
18 to go. Be curious to see if these two, 17 to go now at the line. Be curious to see if these two can stay hooked up for the rest of this race.
Well, we see Huck has bailed back out again. He must not feel like it's still very good for him.
Yeah, not kind of looking back at him right now. Not really sure if he's just hanging back or got a little bit of right side damage on that car. Not sure if that's slowing him down aerodynamically at all, but he is definitely hanging back from the leaders here.
Yeah, he's in trouble losing the draft here. If he's going to have to make a move, or he's just expecting another big one, I think. All right, we're going to work their way around the lap traffic. Able to get that done. So
31
far,
action
now,
in. 29 on the inside, getting around Darius and getting turned head on into the wall.
yeah, you could see that one coming. You could literally see that one coming.
Trying to get by him there.
See touching there. You could see this coming. Darius didn't mean to call you out the first time, but squirrely on this restart. I really don't know, but it certainly looks like he's driving on a controller. You'll see it here. Twitch. Down.
You're not clear, buddy.
Nope.
Unfortunate
Not
for the
clear.
29 there. There's nothing he could do in that situation.
Nope. Nothing touching a dude. Not his fault. And we have another caution on the race course. We'll see if touching. I'm pretty sure he used this
he's on
faster earlier.
Pit road now.
Well, I've about exhausted all my stories, Adam. I don't really know where to go from here.
Well, what about Kevin Harvick this week announcing he will probably retire at the end of the 2023 season? So maybe next season being Kevin Harvick's last season in NASCAR.
I kind of would think that would be about right. Keelan's starting to do a lot of racing, karting. I'd say that's probably right. I mean, he's had a great career, right? 60 wins, Hall of Fame, championship. It's just, I think the changing of the guard, you're going to start seeing it more and more in the next couple of years.
Yeah, absolutely. And guys we were seeing racing 10, 12 years ago in NASCAR, they're all starting to file out. Kurt Busch retiring from full-time racing at the end of this 2022 season. Harvick announced that next season will be his last season. You know, just a lot of this old guard fading out.
Yeah, and you wonder how long someone like Hamlin, trying to be a team owner, been in the sport 16 years, how long he'll stay. I think Kyle Busch already said pretty much he's got about 5 years to go.
Yeah,
so
Brad Keselowski
changing
as
of the
well,
guard.
starting to become a team owner.
Yeah, I think those kind of riggers get to people after a while. I mean, you see Stewart was able to make it work for 4 or 5 years and then jumped out and enjoyed life a little bit, I think that's what a lot of these guys are thinking about. And I think the new car is causing some of it, like you said, safety issues. They're worried about their health. They've made a great living. I mean, why not jump out, right?
Absolutely, a lot of them. And when you see a lot of retirements from NASCAR, these guys, deep down, they want to race forever. The majority of them do. So they understand. They realize when they get older, hey, it's time to give it up. We got our health, got family to look forward to here. So, some of these guys, we wish we could never see them go, right? But unfortunately, at some points, we got to say goodbye to them.
I mean, 100%. We don't like to talk about old people around here,
Touchy subject. Touchy subject.
Pretty touchy for me. Pretty touchy for me. It's all good. I just love being able to run with you guys on the weekend, stay up with all you youngins.
Absolutely. It's definitely the highlight of the week for sure.
It's a highlight of my week. I know that.
Field rounds 2, 3, and 4 here. Got the 54 still. Gonna bring this thing back. Will be 14 to go when we get the green flag.
Well, the way these lines are lining up, we can see who got the repairs, who got sent to the rear of the field.
About 12
pace
cars
car
left
just
on the lead
about
lap now.
spins it. Looked like the pace car was about to spin it there.
He's definitely getting tired. He's been putting to work a lot today.
Yeah, he's probably going in to charge that electric car. All right, back to it. We'll see if Smith can get
Green.
tucked back in behind the 54. If the 54 can get a good restart. Smith not quite as good this time on the restart, but the 54 will immediately go high to pick him up. I think that's a smart move. These guys have looked fantastic hooked up together all night. Well, there I go. Long again.
Smith with no help there on the outside. Got Huck
Now you should
Wigginton.
have to
Huck's gonna come and help him out.
see Huck there giving him a good push. They bowl. I think he's going to leave Huck. Nope, stayed right there. Sorry, everybody. I'm trying to predict what's happening before it does, and I'm just supposed to tell you what's happening. That Doritos machine's looking spicy, making his way back up to the front after damage and a fast repair. Down to 14 laps to go. Should be able to stretch it here.
Yeah, 13 to go. I don't think anybody should be worried about fuel with all the cautions we've had.
No, I think the fuel's good. Stay in line and try to, well, never mind. Try to figure out a way to make it to the front here.
I think everybody's starting to, your friends are where you find them right here. So everybody's starting to try to be more aggressive right here by getting to this lead. Got drivers out there saying, hey, don't push me right now. Don't push me.
I think we're going to see the 54, we know he has a ton of speed. See if the 48 is able to push him as well as the 11 did. And you see that outside line. 2 cars can compete with 3. No doubt about it at this place.
Yeah, absolutely. 48 giving the 54 a big push.
They look good. All 3 of these cars on the bottom. On the inside, I like how they all look. They're steady and not a lot of dancing. And the outside lane not quite able to stay hooked up. But you'll see the 90 make his move out there right now. Try to help him.
Yeah, these guys, 25 giving the 12 a good push to get out front right here. They all, trying to put themselves in the right place to make the right moves to try to win the race. So we see the 25 here go high.
Yeah, you see the 25, a big push on the 12, got him real loose, and then lost the momentum for both of them.
They lose all their momentum there without the help. Huck's going to try to pick up the 12. Now he decides to shoot back down low to keep his momentum up.
See, that's the amazing thing about Dega. You're running for the lead. Now you're in the back. That quick. Yeah, it was a very aggressive push before.
54 strongly holding this lead. He's been kind of the guy today, I think. When you look at the guys that have been in the lead the most, the 54 has been doing it for him, and the 11's been giving him good pushes.
Yeah, you see Smith made his way around to 48. These 2 are hooked up again. It's going to take some teamwork to get around these 2, I feel. Everybody on the inside.
Yeah.
Nobody trying to lose the draft.
Top 3 kind of pulling away here. But these guys are going to have the momentum behind them. Maybe try to get a run, see where they take it anywhere. He'll just tuck in behind the 48.
Yeah, might be a little early to jump out there. You're going to go right to the back. No takers. See Huck working his way up there. He's in 6th. Ran a real clean, smart race. 48 going to take it to nope. Going to decide against it.
He had the 11 kind of checking up in front of him, reacting to that. Kind of seeing that out of the 11, he gives the 54 a really good push, but sometimes when he comes off the corner, he kind of backs up too much, and when he's really pushing the 54, so some of these drivers might see that and try to expose that.
Oh, somebody real loose. That Darius again. Real loose.
3 wide through the middle. They're going to make it work. Huck almost in the 90, almost coming together.
Yeah, that was a close one for everybody.
I think Huck's right side damage is hurting his car a little bit. He doesn't seem like he has the speed to really get out there. He goes to make moves and can't take them anywhere.
And all the while, Todriff, Smith, Leach, they're loving it. Just everybody keep messing around. We'll just keep pushing.
9 to go. See the 25 and the 12 trying to See if they want to head to the outside, get a little side draft off the 11. They're going to try to get the run on the outside, coming off turn 4 here, coming to the line. It'll be 8 to go at the line.
Yeah, Hopgood had a huge run right there. Now the race is on.
Got a little squirrely
See,
on 4, slowed their momentum down.
Yeah, we're seeing that all night. These cars dancing off the corners. Nobody really able just to stay, you know, in touch. You know, maybe not touching, but in touch with the car in front. Smith has been the best pusher all night, and he is immediately locked to the bumper again.
These guys.
I'm good out right outside, though.
8 to go. This is good racing.
Yeah, you guys putting on a good show here. 8 laps remaining.
Woo.
12, let's see. 25, 12, 90 on the outside. See that Dunkin' Donuts machine making his way back in.
Yeah,
There he
it
is
looks like
hanging
we've
in.
got just the top 8 all right here in the bubble. Huck Wigginton in 9th has fell off. But these 8 drivers are going to try to compete for this win. 7 to go.
Yeah, Smith making his move a little earlier than expected, I think.
Yeah, he's going to abandon that 54 of Zach Todriff. He's going to try to go to the outside, but the 48 immediately getting back to the bumper of the 54. Let
Yeah,
him
that
a
allows
little bit of
Leach
a run.
to get. Smith looks strong. Hopgood right there with the push. Leach trying to push Todriff to the front. This upper, the higher lane will usually lose a little momentum in, but always has momentum off. So we'll see what they do when they get off the corner, down the back. Hopgood looking
12 getting
dancing.
loose back there from push from the 90. Got the 12 loose.
Oh, we're going 3 wide.
And Liam,
Oh, God.
Liam Yervig letting John Smith know, hey man, you know, you've kind of thrown some bad blocks on me. I don't like that.
Yeah, and I think Smith realized as he went down, oh, yeah, I cannot pass below that double yellow line. That'll get the black flag.
These 4 just controlling this field. 6 laps to go. He's got, oh, and the 29 gets turned.
Yeah, single car incident there. Oh, who's working back on the track?
Logan Matthews getting turned there from the 22. It looked like Brandon Broadfoot. Green flag's going to stay out there.
Yeah, single car incident, not bringing the flag out. This may give the top 4 a chance to get away, but I think the 22, if we can get a little help from the 90 there, they can push their way back up. Dodgers, Smith, Leach. Been up front all night long. And shout back out to Darius. I don't know if he's on controller or not, but he's still right there.
Yeah, the 22 and the 90 losing the draft behind them. So now we got a 5-horse race with 5 to go. Got the 54, Zach Todriff, John Smith in the 11, Connor Leach in that 48, Darius Williamson in that 14, and in the 12, Tyler Hobgood. These guys are going to compete for this win. Coming through turn 4, single file. Going to be 4 to go at the line.
Yeah, I mean, these are the guys we've seen all night long at the front, and once again, they work their way clear of the danger thus far. Hopefully we'll see a good clean finish.
The strongest cars all race are right here at the end of it.
Yeah, Todriff all night showed great speed. Smith seems to be the best pusher, but I got to feel like the 11 and the 12 are going to go together at some point here.
Yeah, 12 trying to, you know, peeking out there. It's probably still a little bit too early. Some of these guys thinking.
Yeah, a little early.
I think the 12 and the 14, maybe even the 48, it might be scheming of how they're going to beat this tandem duo, the 54 and the 11.
Yeah, I think we probably won't see it until, I'm guessing, the back stretch of the last lap. We'll see the move. Unless somebody gets squirrely and it opens an opportunity for someone to fill the hole. Single file, they come on the inside. Todriff, Smith, Leach, Williamson.
Yeah, that 14 kind of starting to fall off now. Is he losing the draft?
Oh, that's Hobgood up there. I forgot. That's right. That's Hobgood in the 12. Williamson trying to hang on there. Darius,
Yeah, he's getting that caught up there. Maybe trying to get a run.
And maybe he's just trying to figure out how big a run he could get from backing off. Hopgood looked good all night. At some point, I'm going to assume he's going to go if the 11 goes.
Yeah, 2 to go. Every moment's fixing to get intense. So these guys are going to be, every little move's going to matter at this point.
Yeah, everything you do right here will dictate it. Too early, you go to the back. Time it just right, you might go to victory lane. Todriff used that quick repair, got the track position, and since then's been able to hold it. Smith been the best pusher all night long. Leach also involved in an incident.
Yeah, he's been right there though for the last 30 laps, right here in this top 5, that 48
Yeah,
car.
since he got turned on that backstretch, he's been right to the front.
Now here we go, white flag coming off 4. Gonna see some guys maybe starting to poke out. That 14 poking out.
Yeah, way too early by himself. He's got to have some help. Now maybe he'll go with Hopgood. Leach going to jump to the outside with Hopgood and Smith. Will he block or will he push?
3 must have been scheming something. Can't get a run going.
No, they could not get enough momentum. Smith right back to the bumper of Todriff. 54 fastest all night long. Smith best pusher all night long.
What do you going to go to the outside here?
Leach has got a big run. Can he get the side draft? Can he get Hopgood to get the Hopgood's holding back for this big run, and he's going to go for it.
He's going to have to get up there and push him.
Here comes the run.
11 and 54 separating. 48's going to have to push.
2 by 2, 54 trying to block the 48. Hopgood with the push. Leach to the lead. It's going to be Leach. Todriff, and I couldn't tell. Yeah, it was a great finish. Well played by Leach. You could see back up just a little bit, him and Hopgood. Big run off. Great clean finish. Nobody wrecking anybody. I loved it. We'll see right here if we can go to camera 2. See, Hopgood had the big run, gave the big push to Leach. He was able to clear Todriff and Smith, and then it was just hold it to the floor and pray. See, Hopgood with a big run on the outside, come down the side draft. And I could not quite tell on the scoring. This should show us. See, Leach and Hopgood going to take home 3rd. John Smith 4th.
54 Todriff edging out Tyler Hopgood for 2nd.
Great finish. You can see him plotting the whole way around that lap. Back up, get a run, back up, get a run. Leach just happened to time it the best.
But it's the 48 Connor Leach doing his burnout on the front straightaway. Victorious here in the recruitment race. There we see him.
Just a great race from Leach. Got involved in an early incident, and then great.
What'd you think about it, Michael? The whole race all together?
Well, the whole thing all together, I'm going to call it chaos. But there was a pattern. You could see the top 4, 5, 6 guys that were constantly to the front and winning it. When it came down time to go, those guys went and showed us how you're supposed to get it done. Burnout still ensuing. Good to see the 48 back in victory lane. Been a while here at Dega. So after 60 laps of racing, it's Connor Leach to the win. I'm just speechless. The aggression, the absolute, everyone going full bore every lap. But what it led to was a great finish with the top 5 guys just stuck together like glue for the last 8 laps, and a great finish with Leach to win.
You ready to talk to our 3rd place finisher, Tyler Hopgood, Michael?
Well, I sure would. How we doing, Tyler? Got a copy on me, Tyler?
Actually, I'm not able to pull him up.
Oh, he's not coming up. Give us a moment. We'll see if we can get Tyler Hopgood in.
There he
You
is.
got me now, Tyler.
Yes, sir.
Hey, buddy.
What's
Great
going on?
finish right there. Not much, man. I'll tell you what, I enjoyed the race as a whole on the last little bit there. Have you ever in your life been in one of these that had so much aggression early?
Nah, it was getting kind of wild. 3 wide as soon as we started the race and everything, and trying to find my teammate Logan Matthews. Yeah, it was a pretty wild start right there.
Yeah, it seemed to be a little crazy. There toward the end, was there anything else you think you could have done? I seen you back up. It looked like trying to get the big run, but Leach just able to be strong enough to leg it out for you.
Yeah, it just didn't have enough at the end. The 14 of my teammate Logan Matthews got together, and that kind of put me out for the win right there. I didn't have nobody to work with at the end.
Yeah, I seen that. That's kind of unfortunate for you. Well, bud, we appreciate you coming in tonight. Is there anybody you want to thank for helping you out while you're doing this stuff?
Yeah, man. I'd like to thank my teammate Logan Matthews and sponsor Coastal Gutter Services and Full Board Racing Supply. And the host for putting all this on, y'all broadcasting.
You got it, man. We appreciate it, and hopefully we'll see you later on down the line, Tyler. You have a good night, man.
All right, thank you, man. Y'all too.
Yes, sir. All right, Tyler Hopgood there. Great third place finish. Who
Yeah.
else we got on board out here?
Believe we got our second place finisher, Zach Todriff, in the 54. Zach,
What's
how you
going
doing there?
I'm doing good, man.
Man, Zach, looked like you had the strongest car the whole race. You know, you and the 11 were pushing really good. What more did you need there at the end to get that win?
I just think I need to 11 and get to my bumper coming off of 4, to be honest with you. He said he's coming to give me a push, and then never gave me a push. I wanted to go block the 48, but it was too late. But you know, I felt like the 54 and the 11 had the strongest cars during that race, because we pretty much controlled it from the beginning to the end.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys, we were talking about how strong it looked like y'all were working together, pushing together. You know, it looked like y'all had the game plan going on there.
Yeah, for sure. You know, shout out to my guy John A. Smith. You know, yeah, I just felt like if the race ended about a lap short, we would have won. But you know, congratulations to the 48, of course. You know, he was giving me good pushes when it was needed, but there's nothing like having a teammate pushing you, and because the teammate knows you, knows how you race, knows your style, and you know, it just sucks that he couldn't be there at the end to give me the push that we needed to win the race. But you know, P2 for the 54 machine, and we'll move on.
Yeah, great finish, great showing there by y'all and your teammate there. Got any sponsors you'd like to thank?
I'm a sponsor at 2 and 3 somewhere as well, so shout out to them. Shout out to my Twitch Paintbrush 54, and then Burnt Rubber Racing Designs, and then it's pretty much it. The sponsor on the hood is an unannounced sponsor that I'm announcing soon, so I'm not going to say the name. If you guys saw it on the stream or whoever's broadcasting, you saw the sponsor. That's it for that. And thank you guys for putting on a broadcast, and thank you for the host. And it was a fun race.
Absolutely, thank you, and congratulations on your second place finish.
Thank you, sir.
All right, and hopefully we can have the winner come in and tell us all about it. We're just waiting to get him in online here.
Hello.
All right, man. Is this Mr. Leach? I couldn't tell. Nobody told me.
Yes, sir.
All right, Connor. Got in a little bit of early trouble, man, but I thought you played that last little bit just, you know, perfectly. Laid back just enough to get that big run, and is that what you think might have made the difference for you?
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of learning a lot with these cars. I don't run them very much on the super speedways. I prefer the older ones, but I mean, I guess once I got alongside them, I could get a little side draft going, slow them down. But I knew I had to get well alongside the 19 there to be able to make anything work. But and it worked out in the end. I mean, just didn't have the push. I was pretty much committed to staying with those two, the 54 and the 19, the whole race. I wanted to be on the bottom as long as possible. But earlier race, I just stayed out of wrecks. I kept going to the pits every caution, just trying to get as far back in the field as I could. Just stay out of everything. I had a fast repair still left at the end. I had one wreck where I got turned by I think the 8 and put me in the wall, but I only had about a minute to repair, so I was able to stay on the lead lap. Ended up working out at the end.
Yeah, it was a nice strategy. I know these races can get frustrating. You get so many cautions and whatnot, but yeah, when I seen you come out there and Hobgood right behind you there, I was really surprised how fast you were able to make up the ground, and it was just a well played race, man. It was good to watch, fun to watch.
I was pretty surprised too. Like I didn't think. I figured once I got alongside, I might be able to slow him down a bit, but I knew I wouldn't be able to get past the 54. But I don't know, for some reason the car just kept trucking and off we went.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Well, this is your opportunity to thank any and everyone you want to thank. So, who helps you do this stuff, and who helps put up with it, or whatever it may be? Just shout out, and the floor is yours.
Not much, man. Just me, Canadian boy. I don't know how I got into this league here, but see the hosted thing up. Yeah, maybe I'll have to come back and try. Wednesday's usually pretty free night, so fun to come out and race with you guys for a little bit of money. They're pretty cool.
10-4, man. Well, we appreciate it. Good luck in the future. Hopefully you'll stick with it, man, because you showed you're good at these, and that's what we need, is a bunch of guys that are good at it. So you enjoy your night, and we'll catch you the next time.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks for putting these on. It was fun.
10-4. There's your winner, Connor Leach, everybody, and Adam will wrap it up here. Give us your synopsis of what you saw and what you think we'll see next week.
Well, Michael, we saw the highs and the lows of this race. We saw some wrecking, but we saw some really great guys, especially the guys here at the end of the race that were racing for the win. They did a great job and raced great, gave us a good show all race long. I think we got a lot of good guys potentially that we're looking at in this recruitment race to come join us over here at Nazareth, run this series. I think there'd be a lot of great additions to the league.
Well, and that's what it's all about, right? Let's find the right guys that enjoy what we're doing, what they're doing, and moving on for there. So, after 60 laps at Talladega, Connor Leach takes the win. I guess we will say next Wednesday, same time, we should be here again, another recruitment race, and then we'll get it all started here in a couple weeks. So, for my partner Adam, for Adam in the production booth, for Brady LaBeouf, Blanchard's Towing, Sim Racer Hub, and 213simware.com. My name's Mike McKinnon, and we will catch you